if you don't like a person, a specific person, think of that person in your mind where you're like, I really don't like this person, and I don't know why. I just really don't like them. They just get on my nerves. I really don't like them. I encourage you to reframe your mentality, and rather than thinking I don't like this person, what if you thought I don't know this person well enough yet? What if you thought I don't like this person right now, which means, but if you attach a different meaning to that, rather than it being there's something wrong with that person, what if it's there's something I don't understand about that person? Because I actually believe that, at least in most cases, maybe there might be some exceptions, but in most cases, yeah, once you unravel the layers and once you understand someone on a deeper level, you're able to appreciate that person much more. You're able to perhaps have someone that you didn't like at all and have them now being someone that you're actually fond of. I think about one example that comes to my head. I think about in the office at work, right? When I go into the office, there's there's one person who I'm thinking of right now who I'm thinking, I don't really like this particular individual. I'm not really, there's something about them. I'm not really, it's not, they haven't done nothing to me, but I don't know. I just don't like their vibe. I don't trust it. Yeah. As a result, I'm avoiding that person. Again, person hasn't done nothing to me or whatever. Now, of course, on the flip side, sometimes this can be beneficial because you can. There are some people that maybe you don't want to trust too much or whatever. But at the same time, I had another conversation with that person recently, and in that conversation, I was able to. And we had a deeper conversation. I was able to understand that person on a more deeper level, and through that developed understanding, that person has now become someone that I've grown more fond of. Someone who I'm like, you know what, I actually do like this person. But it came from understanding him more. So again, sometimes it's not, in fact, a lot of most of the times, it's not that you don't have the capacity to like that person. It's that there's something about that person that you don't understand yet, that if you did understand, you would be able to appreciate about them. Sorry, you would be able to appreciate them. If people don't like you, to flip it around, maybe it's that they don't understand you. Don't even take it personally. They just don't understand the parts of you that they need to understand in order to actually be able to appreciate you properly. Think about it, because imagine if rather than just writing people off. Now, look, granted, I will say, if you think someone isn't trustworthy and if they're not trustworthy or whatever, again, it can be wise to be cautious with the information you share them, the information you share with them, or correct. But that doesn't mean that you have to show up to them with bad vibes. It doesn't mean that you have to show up to them with negative energy. Outside of being aggressive or rude, just negative energy because you just have this inclination where you just don't like that person. How about if, you know what, I don't really trust this person yet because I don't believe it's wise to just go trust people ultimately. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that they're trustworthy. Yeah? But imagine if you said, okay, I don't trust this person right now, but let me learn more about this person until I can have that trust with them more. Outside of the trust thing though, because again, maybe you don't need to trust everyone. right? But you can still grow a likeliness or a like, I don't know what the right word would be, but you can like them more. Right? You can be able to appreciate. I believe there's power. There's something amazing about being able to appreciate a range of different people. Being able to appreciate people who maybe you generally wouldn't get along with. You don't have to be best friends with them. You don't have to necessarily trust them and tell them your deepest, darkest secrets and this and that. Whatever, cool. But being able to not have negative vibes to where in your head you're thinking, oh, I don't like this person. It's a powerful thing for real. You're going to be able to learn a lot. You're going to be able to even build your own network as well. But also, you don't know how much you might actually be able to help that person. Because that person that you don't like, maybe a lot of people don't like them. And if the reason why you don't like them and the reason why a lot of other people don't like them is because you don't understand them, how do you think they feel being misunderstood by so many people? So imagine now you can be the person to bridge that gap. You can be the person to help them feel like someone actually understands them. Simply by you having that perspective that it's not a set in stone thing that you just have to not like this person, even if they're not your usual vibe that you would gel with. But it's, how can I dive deeper into this person? That sounds kind of rewind. How can I understand this person on a deeper level? My mind went blank. The rewind threw me off. Maybe you can imagine what I was going to say. But anyways, I think I'm going to call it a day at that. Ultimately, seek to understand people. Don't just write people off just because their vibe doesn't click with yours. Or maybe they've got a certain vibe that you just don't like, or they're just annoying or whatever. It's seek to understand that person. There's someone else. I remember I had not the best experience with when I had first met her, right? And it was just like, yo, she's just some dead vibes, bro. That's what I was thinking at the time. But then after, I said to myself, hold on. Because I then started to find out that a lot of people just do not like her. Like, she gives those dead vibes consistently. And I said to myself, hold on. This is a very interesting challenge. I challenge myself now. If so many people don't like her, I want to see what's the deeper level. Because she can be quite standoffish. So it was like, okay, well, I challenge myself to break past that standoffishness or whatever, to be able to unravel the real person underneath. I haven't really seen her as much in the office lately, but we've had some good vibes exchanges actually. I managed to get her into some good vibe conversation, and she was good vibes. I'm still working on that one. It's still a challenge, but it can be done, and I think it's a great thing to be done. With that being said, you guys have an amazing day, an amazing night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you for watching till here. And yeah, good night.